Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Wales have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Well, we're on the way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pressing high and with purpose. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Tries one from range! And he's taking no chances there.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's had a shot! Goal, Wales! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think you've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Wales have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Tries to play it through. It's played through for him.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a sharp pass. And now the breakaway. Played out towards the right wing. Katamo. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. It's a pretty loose pass. Here's the header! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Wales looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That is ended up in no man's land. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chance here to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's been slipped through. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Wales just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Wales with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. We're on the move again. Wales currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Can he get on the end of this?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here. And it's played in. Katamo. Katamo. Stood up well to him there. Driving forward. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Such good technique.
Showing good feet. Takes aim and he's rising! Oh, that is a terrific save! Chance! Good, strong hand by the keeper. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Now, this could be a chance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good ball! And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The shot! And it's come back out to him. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Wales. Number 9.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 20. Number 11.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Number 15.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitutions taking place.
And he skips past his... He's having a hit! Oh, it's come loose. Hangs in across. And he shoots. He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Wales leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That's a good run down the left. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Wales have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need...
And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Flores. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's going wide left.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. And that's aimed into the middle. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Andre Carrillo, Flores, and it's Carrillo. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly, and the ball's gone astray. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Tapia.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a good ball out wide.
Tanzania really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Oh, that's a key interception. Carrillo.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Flores. Flores. This is promising. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he's managed to get for shot at goal! 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 One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Peru have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Peru leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Peru with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.607.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cambio en Perú. Número 25.
Corner number 2 then.
Entrará al campo. Número 9. Guerrero.
Only partially clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. He's through here. He is through here. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Tanzania really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Cambio en Perú. Número 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 24. Se está
And he's there to clear it. Peru have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good spread. That has been cut short.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo
Tidily.
reglamentario.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. That's a throw. And that's that. Peru have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Polo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier, especially when the opponent struggled to...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. And it's Xhaka. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Akanji. Zakaria. And here's Mbolo, shapes to shoot! Goal! Switzerland! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Switzerland make the perfect start. They are already ahead. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Has a look and plays it forward. And the through ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Ball is over the line. Now the cross. He's rising! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Freuler! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Freuler certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Freuler. Zakaria. Oh, good spread. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rodriguez calmly anticipates. Zakaria. And Akanji. He's having a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a good ball out wide. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Hello, everybody, and please
So, nothing in it, Jim.
wishing a
What do you
happy
think?
wedding
Well, it's
anniversary
definitely
for
been a
one of our
game
fan
where
club
both
members.
sides have tried
And
to
please
play
welcome
to
our
their
lads
own
to the
strengths,
field.
and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Switzerland have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Zakaria. Goes looking wide. Tries to cross. And that should get the job done. Switzerland have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Freuler, given the lift of his goal. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Mbolo, looking for options for movement. Well, the defence proved infallible then, But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Elvedi gets across to intercept that. And here's Mbolo.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Space for him to turn and look. And he lines up a cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Granit Xhaka. Now it's Mbolo. Akanji. And it's Zakaria. And it's Xhaka. He's in a great position here. Chance! Off the post! So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
No winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Number 7, Mbolo.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Number 8, Freuler. Number 2, number 17.
Played out to the left flank.
Number 9.
He's in plenty of space here. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's the shot!
Number 26.
Cleared away.
Number 18. Substitution.
Granit Xhaka. Here's Zakaria. Akanji. It's a really well-measured ball. Crosses it in here. Impressive jump. Oh, it rattles the bar. Incredible. Just incredible. So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution for Switzerland. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on to replace
Well,
him
this is what we've been waiting for.
Number 15. Substitution in progress. There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now it's Okafor. So that was it, the first period of extra time.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform
The
you
teams
that
then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Engages and forces him off the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Reader. He'll try from distance. That's put paid to the danger. Just eases him off the ball. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Great vision, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Pinches it off him, and the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And here is the national anthem of Chile. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And that gets things running.
There they go, hunting again.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Space for him to turn and look. And instinctive getting up there! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Chile still without a single shot on target. And he's in on goal. It's a good-looking delivery. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Goal! Chile! And Chile are ahead!
Gol de Chile, convertido en el minuto 29, número 22.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now he's off and running. Nice physical challenge. Chile are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's a sharp little ball here. Obita. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Chile up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Chile can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Chile leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And he cuts out the supply. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's good running with the ball. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Driving forward. Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
He's in a great position here. And the referee brings it to a close. Chile can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Singapore have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Things already rolling. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Space for him to turn and look. Chance, surely! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
And he's forced to go back. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good... He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
No, he's not getting past him there. Altamari. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the run. Now, this could be a chance. Tries to get it clear. And he's being shifted off it. Opts for safety. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's come loose. Now he's off and running. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Lofted in. And that has been knocked clear. Chance to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that was harder not to pick out a teammate, and he pulled it off.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick announcement. And an exciting one.
So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And he's picked out the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Jordan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Tries one from range. Oh, glorious! That is a special one. He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Singapore restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
It's a promising position. Out towards the flank. Strong running down that left flank. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Singapore with the corner.
26.
They're first.
Coming on the field. Number 19.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Substitution.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now, can he find a finish? And that's a simple one for the keeper.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Chance for a shot! And the ball... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, it's close, but there is time for no more. So we are still all square, but you have to say how different things might have been. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Coming on the field.
Well, we are already up and running again.
Number 25. Number 2.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Now the ball in. Cleared away. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. Didn't quite work for him. Threads one in. Aims beyond the defence. And that is out of play. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. He's having a pop! Oh, big chance, and it is promptly followed by the whistle. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? And we are already back underway. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. He's had a shot! And how did he not put that away?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Now that looks a decent ball. Crosses it in. That has been knocked clear. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Has a look up and delivers. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. And he does it with poise.
That's the example they will want to follow. Never looked in doubt, really.
And he duly obliges. So on to the second man.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
Up steps the man with the armband.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
We're on to number 3 here. That's a brilliant read.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Stuck away with immaculate poise.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Made it look easy. And it's 3-3. Never in doubt.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Jordan have to score. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
He must, but can he? And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Singapore definitely had to take the scenic route, but I don't think they'll be complaining too much. Their sense of purpose and overall approach to the game just gave them a slight edge that enabled them to pull through.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're ready now for the anthems. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So off we go then. Nice physical challenge. Sakiri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Solomon. Solomon! Goal! Israel! And we have liftoff. Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Number 10.
Israel make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Sakiri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Hannibal. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Tries to pass it through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Hannibal. Sakiri. No, that's been intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sassi. That's Hannibal.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Sakiri. Just past the 40th minute mark. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's good running with the ball.
There will be 1 minute
Chance for a shot! The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Israel coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Everyone, please welcome
Israel have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a little off target. A probing pass. Good read, needed to be. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Dink through. And he welcomes it in. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Applies the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Very nicely done. Oh, shooting chance! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Number 21.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short.
Number 25.
Good ball, good and a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Coming on the field, number 9, number 14.
Israel have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Driving forward. This looks promising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
One-0 as we head towards the end. He's in a great position here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Turns back here, probably the best option. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
4 added added minute
They're
has been
avoiding the
indicated.
blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Just eases him off the ball. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Israel have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All it would have needed was just...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And that gets things running. He'll try from distance. An early chance there, first of the game.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. He can run onto that. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbemba. And that's gone loose. That is very well defended. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neither side yet able to find the net. And the finish! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Democratic Republic of Congo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Democratic Republic of Congo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Mali genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's going wide left. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's a delicate pass. Good read, needed to be. That's put paid to the danger.
Democratic Republic of Congo really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Koulibaly. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
He's in plenty of space here. A liar! And that should get the job done. That's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Democratic Republic of Congo can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And so the action is resumed.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He's picked his way through. A heavy challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Bissouma.
Mali really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cross goes in there. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Shiri. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Changement.
Kayembe.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's the throw. Threads one in, and there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting, he's having a shot! And no mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow.
And we're done. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Ilya claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Democratic Republic of Congo, definitely impressing me here. Especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind. This has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.